Good morning, Reggie. Good morning, Monica. This is my feedback for your presentation for Alpha Group for your section 51. So I'm going to walk through your presentation, give you some feedback, take it or leave it, make the modifications accordingly. And if you finish the PowerPoint presentation, perhaps by tomorrow, Wednesday or Thursday, then you all will give my thumbs up approval to post it, okay? And I think the space that we created is good for that. And if you want to give them any additional attachments or verbal presentations, include some links or cite your links and references that you use so that people can go more information. You ready? All right, let's get started. Ta-da, 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 ta-da. Let me get you. Let's go. Okay, Alpha Group 1, what are claims and what are facts? To educate. I like the visual. Nice visual, kind of pulls you in. An exercise in critical thinking. It indicates immediately who did the presentations. That's good. Let's get started. Number 1, personal reflections. A fact, a claim. The fact has been verified, whereas the claim, okay, good. You immediately start talking about your points. You got a good visual there. And it kind of sets up the presentation. So let's see where you go with it. Facts versus claims. Good. So you're starting off immediately with a comparison analysis, which I always think is good. So you give out definitions and you cite your source. Excellent. Good visual. Fact, you go into more detail. What has not been refuted can be considered a scientific fact. I love how you immediately cite your source. In science, the term fact means a provable concept. Excellent. I'm liking this presentation already. Again, you're citing your source, logic textbook, factual claim. Oh wow, you're better than me at citing some of your sources. Excellent. So now you're going into different types of claim. I see factual, I see inferential, not examples of facts, questions, greetings, commands, instructions, proposals, exclamations. Good. The only thing about that is sometimes you don't want to, when you cite an example of something about what is not a fact or a claim, if people have their own interpretations of what is a question or what is a greeting, what is a command, what's an instruction, proposal, or exclamation, you want to make sure that people understand exactly what those things are. So that may be something you want to consider without overdoing the slide, giving a quick definition of something so that they can know this is what this means, therefore it is not a fact or a claim. A claim. So now you're going into your claim discussion. Got your visual. Early civilizations claimed that the earth was flat. They believed. Okay. A fact. The earth is not flat. Early researchers find. So critical thinking exercise. Okay, that's good. Let me go back a little bit. So what you did here was, so you talked about the facts. You cited your sources. You talked about your claims. The only thing about your claim is that unlike your other sources, this may be a little more challenging to get to in order to look up the definition. So what's a logic textbook? So unless you've got a website or a specific book, page 50, which I guess you do, it may be kind of hard to reference it for other people wanting to get more details about the different types of claims. Again, I talked about that. And then you immediately kind of go into an example of a claim versus a fact. I guess you can say that this is an example. I wasn't sure how to take this in the presentation. So I'm assuming this is an example of your claim, this is an example of your fact. So you just may want to emphasize that now you're about to give some examples. Critical thinking exercises. So this is good. I like when you put exercises inside. Consider the following examples. And by the way, I'm looking up because I have a larger monitor. So, young old man who's getting blind here don't necessarily have to look at my smaller screen. Consider the following examples and indicate which is a fact. Good. Oh. So it's an active. You may want to kind of give them a hint that it's an interactive slide that you're going to indicate and give them an answer on it. Yeah, so I didn't kind of get that immediately. The slide's a little slow for me, but that's all good. You may want to have your graphics go a little bit faster for those impatient people. But this is good. I like the activity. This is smart. Very smart. Good use of your technology. So you get a thumbs up from me already. I'm already ready to give you your 25 points. Texas is a country. God does not exist. So 3 claims and 4 claims. So I'm already figuring out if the red arrow comes up, it's a claim. So, what I would do, even though I like leading them directly, you only give one example of facts. If it's a red arrow, it's going to be a claim. It's a blue arrow, it's a fact. So that's already kind of giving me a heads up. But that's okay to use that type of instructional methodology. I would probably, on this slide, give them a few more examples and come up with one more slide that has more examples for them to continue going. and try not to give them such a lead. Or if you did another slide with some examples, put some more examples of facts on there, and don't give them the color sample so they won't kind of easily guess, because you only gave one example of fact. Charles Darwin was the mastermind behind the theory of evolution. Okay, that is a fact. Summary. It is generally far easier to make a claim than is to state a fact. Good. I like how you indicate make a claim versus to state a fact. You may want to emphasize something about that later. That's just me. It is imperative that one considers the sources. Very good. You talk about validity a little bit. You indicate a thing about, and then you're citing your sources. Good presentation, nice visuals, good activity exercise. I don't know. I think you indicated validity. Don't make assumptions that people know what validity means, even though I know we're going to discuss a little bit later. You may want to introduce that and indicate that your colleagues and peers are going to study more on it. I like how you give more sources in the end. So good job. Reggie, Monica, excellent job overall. I really like it. It's good. Take my suggestions accordingly if you wish. Otherwise, once you get it done, I will try to... and I give the final thumbs up. You can go ahead and post it up in the group posting space so that your peers can start taking a look at it sometime tomorrow or Thursday. Have a great day. Look forward to the rest of your work this week in week 5. And last but not least, don't forget to make sure you won't be writing a paper. Your presentation, in essence, is your paper. But what you do have to submit next week for when the mini papers are due for the first group presentation is you have to submit your self-evaluation. I believe I emailed it out to everyone, meaning I sent out an announcement and it was attached to that. And I should probably post it later on this week. Have a great week. Bye-bye.